Today we will discuss about the series connection of the resistors and how can you calculate the value of the resultant resistance when two resistors are connected in series. So first of all, what do you mean by series connection? Series connection means when two resistors are connected end to end. That means suppose this is resistor R1 and this is resistor R2. If we join end to end, that means one terminal of resistor R1 is connected to another terminal of resistor R2. How can we connect? By using your connecting pairs. Then this type of connection is called series connection. Clear? And you have to remember one important point. In series connection, the current remains constant through whole of the circuit. Suppose current is I remains constant. That means for resistance R1, current will be I, and for resistance R2, the current will be I. And the potential difference is divided. Potential difference means this is your battery with potential difference which is denoted by symbol V. Is divided means V is the potential difference for the whole of the circuit, and divided means V is equal to V1 plus V2. What is V1 and V2? V1 is the potential difference for resistance R1 and V2 is the potential difference for R2. Again, I am saying in series connection, if we connect the resistors end to end, that means one terminal of the resistor R1 is connected to another terminal of the resistor R2, and at that time I remains constant, current remains constant, and the potential difference is divided. Then the connection is called series connection. Now come to your Ohm's law. Already we have discussed. So according to the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Now apply Ohm's law for resistance R1 and for resistance R2. That means you can write down instead of V1, instead of V, V1 is equal to IR1 and V2 is equal to IR2. Now put these three values V, V1 and V2 in equation number 1. So you can write down instead of V, you can write down IR, V1 IR1 plus V2 IR2. Now take common I from right side. So the rest part will be your R1 plus R2. Now cancel I from both sides. So R is equal to R1 plus R2. So this is the final expression for the resultant resistance or equivalent resistance or total resistance when two resistors are connected in series. Clear? Now if we connect three resistors, suppose R1, R2 and R3, three resistors in series, then what will be the resultant resistance? R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Similarly, you can apply if you connect your 4 resistance, 5 resistance, 50, 10, 100, anything you can take. So if we in general, if N is the number of resistors, then the expression for the resultant resistance will be R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 up to Rn, where n is the number of resistors. So clear? Now we will discuss 2 to 3 examples based on your series connection. So remember the formula: R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 up to Rn. So first example, if you connect 3 resistors of 3 ohm each, 3 resistors of 3 ohm each, then what will be the resultant resistance? First write down the formula. 3 resistors means R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Then put the value of each resistance, which is equal to a 3 ohm. So that is equal to 3 plus 3 plus 3. That is equal to 9 ohm. That means the value of the resultant resistance is 9 ohm. Clear? Second example. If you take 5 resistors, suppose we take 5 resistors of 5 ohm each, then R is equal to same formula. R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R5, because there are 5 resistors. Now put the value of each resistor, that is equal to 5 plus up to 5 times. That means you can write down your 5 into 5, that is equal to 25. Last example. If you take 10 resistors of 0.1 ohm each, then find out what will be the value of the resultant resistance. Again apply your same formula. R is equal to R1 plus R2 up to R10, because there are 10 resistors. Now put the value of individual resistance, which is equal to 0.1. So you have to write down 0.1 up to 10 times. That means 10 multiply 0.1. That is equal to 1 ohm. So in this case, the value of the resultant resistance is 1 ohm. Now from above 3 examples, we conclude that in each case, the value of the resultant resistance must be greater than the individual